The 7th century was a time of seismic shifts in history. The Arabian Peninsula, once seen as a sparsely populated region of tribes, became the launching point for one of the fastest and most transformative empires in history. Today, we dive into the story of the early Muslim expansion and the Arab conquests of Iran and Egypt. How did a new religious movement reshape entire civilizations in just a few decades? Let's find out. Before we dive into the conquests, we need to understand the backdrop. In the early 600s, the Arabian Peninsula was home to various tribes, often in conflict, but united by a shared culture and language. The rise of Islam under the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon, in 610 CE began to unite these tribes under a new religious and political vision. After Muhammad's, peace be upon, death in 632 CE, leadership passed to the caliphs, starting with Abu Bakr. Under his leadership and that of his successor, Umar ibn al-Khattab, the Rashidun Caliphate began its rapid expansion. The Byzantine and Sasanian empires, dominant powers of the time, were both weakened by decades of war and internal strife. This presented an unprecedented opportunity for the Arab forces. The Sasanian Empire, centered in modern-day Iran, was one of the most powerful states of its time. Yet by the 630s, it was in turmoil. Succession crises, economic exhaustion, and military overreach had left the empire vulnerable. The Arab armies, united under the banner of Islam, began their assault on Persian territory in 633 CE. One of the earliest and most decisive battles was the Battle of Qadisiyyah in 636 CE. Despite being outnumbered, the Muslim forces used their mobility, discipline, and innovative strategies to defeat the Sasanian army. This victory opened the heart of Persia to Arab control. The fall of the Persian capital, Ctesiphon, shortly after, marked the end of Sasanian dominance. By 651 CE, the last Sasanian emperor, Yazdegerd III, was killed, and the empire effectively ceased to exist. But the Arabs weren't done yet. To the west lay Egypt, a land of ancient civilization and strategic importance. In the 640s, Egypt was a province of the Byzantine Empire. However, the Byzantine control was shaky. Religious divisions, particularly between the Orthodox Byzantine rulers and the local Coptic Christians, created internal tensions. In 639 CE, the Arab forces under Amr ibn al-As entered Egypt. The decisive Battle of Heliopolis in 640 CE and the subsequent capture of Alexandria in 641 CE brought Egypt under Muslim control. Amr's leadership and the relatively light terms offered to the local population facilitated a smoother transition of power. Egypt's fertile lands and strategic location made it a cornerstone of the burgeoning Muslim empire. Control over Egypt also paved the way for further expansion into North Africa. The conquests of Iran and Egypt were not just military victories. They were transformative events that reshaped the political, cultural, and religious landscape of the region. The Arab conquests marked the beginning of a new era. In Iran, the fall of the Sasanian Empire led to the integration of Persian culture into the Islamic world. Persian administrators, scholars, and traditions became central to the caliphate. Over time, Iran developed a unique Islamic identity that preserved many pre-Islamic elements. In Egypt, the Arab conquest solidified the region's role as a cultural and economic hub within the Muslim world. The blending of Arab, Coptic, and Greek traditions created a rich tapestry that endures to this day. The story of the early Muslim expansion is one of resilience, innovation, and transformation. From the sands of Arabia to the fertile banks of the Nile and beyond, it's a testament to how ideas, faith, and leadership can reshape history. If you enjoyed this journey through history, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. What part of this story fascinated you the most? Share your thoughts below, and let's keep the conversation going. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.